It was the most virulent, deadly viral outbreak the world had ever seen. When the affliction began to finally relent, 2/3 of the planet's population, 4.2 billion people, were gone. For those left after, the new epidemic was one of moral degradation, survival by any and all means, a pandemic of the inhumane. But small patches of hope sprouted from the fallow ashes of what once was. And for some, our humanity remained the only thing worth fighting for.
I'll let Nicole know you're on your way with her.
Alan, give me a hand with her.
Yeah. Hey there, Kate. You're okay now. We're home safe now.
Thanks. I got her now. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. I promise it's going to be all right.
Cohen! Oh, thank God you're back. What happened? Is she all right?
Things got complicated.
That's one way of putting it.
What happened to Kate?
Buddy, I'll fill you in on everything, but right now...
Right. Got it. Alan, Emily's been waiting for you to get back. You should go see her.
But I should...
Alan! Look, while you guys were gone, things got a little rough around here. I need you to go talk with Emily. Now.
Alan, go. I'll find you later. Nicole!
Casey warned me you were coming. Lay her down. What happened to her?
I'm not completely sure. She passed out on the way back. She's not hurt, at least not physically.
What?
We got separated, and when I found her, she was in some kind of daze. She wouldn't even look at me. It took a long time for her to focus, and even then it was like she was... I don't know. I could feel her body getting cold, so I wrapped her in my coat, and I got her out of there. When we got in the truck, she started bawling, and then finally she passed out.
Okay, Wheeler, make yourself useful and hand me that blood pressure cuff. Thanks. Now go and get her some blankets. Her pulse is fast, but her blood pressure is low. Pupils are normal. That's good. Okay. I'm going to get her started on an IV. I'll be right back. Wheeler, help Cohen get those blankets on her.
Hang in there, babe. You got this. You just hang in there.
Seriously, buddy. What happened out there?
We met the Crowns, and things didn't go well, thanks to Huxley.
Huxley? That bastard's still alive?
Yeah, and he sold us out to the Crowns.
Okay, Matt, put this on that hook. Wheeler, give me some room here. And... we're done. Hold this for me, Matt. Okay, that should do it. We'll let her rest for a bit, and then we'll try and wake her up if she doesn't.
Matt?
Yeah, Kate, I'm here. You're all right.
Where are we?
We're home. You're in the infirmary. You passed out. Do you remember what happened?
I didn't see where you went, and I got lost and I had to hide, and then
Okay, shh. It's all right. You're safe now.
Matt, I'm so sorry. I didn't want...
It's all right. It's all right, sweetheart. It's over. Just rest. We'll figure it out after you rest, okay?
Kate, I'm going to give you something to help you sleep. She's going to be out for a while. I gave her a pretty heavy sedative.
Okay, what the hell was that all about? What the hell happened to her?
I'm not too sure about that myself. Nicole, let me know when she wakes up, will you?
Yeah.
Okay. You said things got complicated here while we were gone. Tell me what happened. All gonna get killed. I can't freaking believe this. When I get my hands on that weaselly little son of a... Exactly how many people are buying into this crap?
Dude, I didn't get an exact head count here, but a good portion, maybe half. It was pretty weird to watch it happen. It was like a Southern Baptist revival. The way people were nodding and agreeing with him.
More like a cult. I've still got goosebumps.
I can't believe I let things get this bad. I should have listened to you sooner. Wheeler,
It isn't all your fault, Matt.
Yeah. According to Warner, the problems we're having go all the way back to how Fox set things up. He also sort of took a little blame. Well, he said it was partially the council's fault, but since he's on the council, the point is, he didn't just blame you.
He just did what he always does and twisted everything. He's got all of them believing that they'd be better off building a new home somewhere else.
Under new management, you mean?
Namely himself. I guess we shouldn't be all that surprised. You always said he's got a gift of persuasion. And he's had ample opportunity for his voice to be heard, especially since the council was formed. And now everyone's finally buying what he's selling.
Damn it!
Not everyone is listening to him. There's still a lot of people who believe in you. It's just that they're not speaking up. Warner has been taking advantage of the time you've been away, convincing people that they could have something more. Almost like he can give them back their lives from before. And they won't have to rely on someone who might be mentally unhinged.
Ooh, ouch.
At 2, Abby?
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I've been too lost in my own crap to really see how I was affecting things. I'm sure it was only a matter of time before something broke. But I never saw this. I figured it was more likely he'd try to get me banished or something.
That idea was brought up.
Really?
A couple of people asked why they should leave if you were the source of the problem. But Warner asked them if they liked living in little closets with very little power, cold showers, and canned soup for dinner every night. He promised they could have it all if they went with him.
Matt, you're not going to let this happen, right? You're not going to let our people go without a fight, are you?
I'm not sure I can stop it at this point. Warner's gift for persuasion is only matched by his utter contempt for me. But we fought too hard for things to just fall apart like this.
What do you need us to do, man?
Same thing you've already been doing. Find out what people's gripes are and bring them to me so I can address them. Let's meet in 2 hours. I want to go check on Kate.
Right.
You got it.
About it when Lisa told me he'd spoken to her, but now it all makes sense. Look, Warner needs a doctor, and he knows we've been friends for a long time, so he figured he'd get to me through my kids.
Plus, those kids know every nook and cranny of that place.
I hadn't thought about that. So what's going to happen?
I don't really know. I'm open to suggestions.
Suggestions for what?
Hey there, Sleeping Beauty. How are you feeling?
Ugh, like I'm having the worst hangover ever.
Here, take a drink. Little sips. Matt, make sure she drinks that slow. I'll be right back.
You heard the doctor. Drink up. I'm not gonna lie, hon. You scared the living hell out of me. Can you tell me what happened?
It's a bit fuzzy. I remember running away from the Crowns and losing sight of you. Huxley followed me, but I found some place to hide, and it was dark, and it smelled really awful.
And then what?
There was a girl. She was open. She was cut open like I tried to free her, but he was there.
It's okay. You know what? We don't have to.
He was so just so cold the way he talked to me. It was so freaky. It was like he was testing me or maybe I don't know. I was so scared of him, and I kept telling him to stay away, but he kept circling me like a hungry animal. He kept taunting me, and then he got on his knees in front of me.
All right. No. Okay. That's enough. That's enough.
He put the gun to his head, and he told me that it couldn't be any easier, but that he knew I was too weak, and
Okay. It's okay. It's over.
No, I'm a monster. How could I?
You are not a monster, okay?
I killed him, Matt. He wasn't even... I killed him, and it was horrible what he did to that girl.
Hey, look at me, Kate. Look at me. You did what you had to do to make it out of there alive.
But
Sweetheart, I know that you're upset. I do. And I know exactly how you're feeling because I've been there too. I promise that it is going to be okay.
But
Sweetheart, listen to me. We've been extremely lucky up until now. You've never had to take a life, and I'm truly sorry that you were put in that position. But it happened, okay? It happened, and I'm so thankful that you had the strength to do it, or we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
He was on his knees, Matt. He wasn't even armed.
Are you sure? Did you search him for weapons?
No, but...
Listen, love, you're going to replay what happened in your head 1,000,000 times. And then you're going to do it 1,000,000 times again. But you won't be able to change it. You have no idea what he might have done. It's likely he was trying to lull you into a false sense of security so he could kill you. But you didn't let that happen. You followed your instincts and you protected yourself. To be perfectly honest, I'd be really worried if you weren't reacting this way. But it will be okay. I swear to you, it will be okay.
Here, Kate. Take these and then lie back and try to get some more rest.
Thank you, Nicole. Look, if it's all the same to you, I don't want to sleep anymore. What were you two talking about before? What do you need suggestions for?
Kate, you should really...
Matt, please. I need to. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to think about what happened. Please, just, I need something to distract me right now.
All right, but we're not done with this. You can't lock any of this away. Just like you told me, you have to deal with this or it'll rot you from the inside, okay?
I promise. Now tell me what's going on.
Kate! Oh my God, Kate! I just heard what happened!
I'm okay, Jamie. Thanks for coming to see me.
Kate, you're my best friend. Of course I'm gonna be here. What happened?
Can we please talk about it later, please? I'm just...
And you! What is wrong with you, Matt? How could you let her get hurt?
I didn't let anything happen, Jamie, okay? We got separated and...
Maybe that wouldn't have happened if you could just pull your head out of
Jamie,
your...
it's not his fault and I'm not hurt. Not physically anyway. It's...
Hey, Kate. How are you feeling?
I don't think I can answer that just yet, but thank you, Alan. So are you guys gonna fill me in here?
Yeah, apparently, while we were up at Swan Island, Warner took the opportunity to get our people to take a good hard look at our situation, or at least how he sees our situation. And it seems to have gotten more than a few people upset about how things are.
They're planning an exodus.
What?
Who?
Right now, at least half of our population. They want to stake a claim at PDX.
That's crazy. We can't let them do that. The Crowns
Hey,
will...
you really should be resting. We don't need to add any more
I'm
stress.
fine. Please, just let me help.
Okay, but you have to remain calm, or I'm going to give you a sedative again.
Okay, I'll stay calm. I promise. Okay, so what are we planning to do to stop this?
Well, that's the big question.
Okay, can we just back up a minute here? I think I missed a step or two.
It can happen when you spend all your time on the roof.
Wheeler, I'm only gonna give you one warning.
Okay, enough. We don't have time to waste bickering with each other. We've got to figure out how to keep our family together here, all right?
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, Jamie. I wasn't trying to be an ass.
So, how do we convince people that following Warner is a bad idea?
Well, I think I got all the folks from Ross Island to give you another chance. Emily was on the fence, but once I convinced her, the others sort of agreed as well. They're still hesitant, but it's better than nothing.
I appreciate it, Alan. Thank you.
Everyone we talk to is either with Warner or on the fence.
Only a few people seemed unwilling to follow him. Mrs. Potter, Jackie, Tyler, a few others.
The last few months have been pretty rough on people, and I haven't really inspired the kind of confidence I should have. I just don't know how I'm going to convince them to stay.
I think we can all agree mistakes have been made, but we've had tough times before. We just need to talk to everyone.
We've been trying.
No. She means all of you, together. Come together as a united front.
That's a good idea. If most of the council speaks up together against Warner, it might at least give everyone something to think about.
No. I think it'd be better if it was just me. I need to talk to them. This whole mess is on me. Somehow, I've got to get them to give me another chance. I've got to expose Warner for the true, selfish, gutless child he is. But to do it in a way that doesn't prove him right. And I need to let them all know about the real threat the Crowns pose. If we split up, we die.
How are you going to do that?
I have no idea.
Maybe if you talk to Warner, try to come to some sort of compromise?
That ain't gonna happen.
Wheeler's right. Warner's too stubborn to give an inch, especially if it's to Matt. But he might listen to me. I can be pretty persuasive myself. I did get Fox to let us have Christmas.
The difference here, sweetheart, is that Fox liked you. And he knew you were right. Warner, I don't think he even wants to consider another point of view.
Doesn't mean she shouldn't try.
You could just tell everyone how truly abhorrent he is. Let people know about...
No, he'll find a way to spin that. I've got to find a way to make people understand this isn't the way forward. If I've got to beg and plead, then that's what I'll do.
Come in. Kate, I heard you were in the infirmary. You doing all right?
I'm fine, but this isn't a social visit.
Obviously. You and I have barely spoken outside of council meetings all the time we've been trapped here.
Is that how you see it? That you're trapped here?
Yeah, and I'm not the only one.
Oh, I know. I've heard all about how you've poisoned people into thinking they could have a better life someplace else with you calling the shots. You've twisted all of Matt's mistakes and convinced everyone that he's unbalanced or that he's eventually going to murder them in their sleep.
I never said that. I only suggested that he might not have their best interests at heart. Let's be honest here. Ever since he muscled his way onto the council, he's been doing whatever he wants. He hasn't listened to a damn thing we've said, and it's had some pretty terrible consequences. Because of him, at least 20 of our people have died, including our doctor. How many more people do we have to sacrifice under King Cohen?
He's not a tyrant, Warner. He was just grieving. I won't deny that his mistakes have ended badly, but can you honestly tell me you haven't made choices that didn't cost someone their life?
What are you getting at, Kate?
I'm simply here to ask you to reconsider this. You have no idea what's waiting out there. What we saw at Swan Island? Warner, I am begging you not to do this.
You want me to stay here like a good little boy and pretend everything's all right while your boyfriend continues to put our people in danger, all to keep up the charade that we're going to somehow rebuild society into something better than it was? I've told you over and over again that we need to worry about ourselves, and time again you all rush off to help people who are very likely planning to come here one day and kill every last one of us. Well, I'm done trying to make you all listen to me. I'm sick of trusting my fate to your oh-so-wise counsel.
But you're too afraid to go out on your own. You've got to poison people against Matt and get them to follow you?
Cohen's actions did all the convincing, and I'm not making anyone come with me. All I'm doing is offering people another option on how to live their lives. I'm offering them a place to build a real life where they can choose how to live instead of being assigned meaningless work details and forcing them to live under arbitrary rules that only apply to some and not the others.
What are you even talking about?
Don't play dumb with me. Little Miss Jamie sitting on the roof all day every day, and Abby has to pick up her slack. Wheeler barely does anything anymore because he's Cohen's favorite. Sorry, his second favorite. Sleeping with the king certainly has its benefits, doesn't it, Kate?
I have always tried giving you the benefit of the doubt, but you really are a disgusting piece of slime. I am not going to let you get away with this.
Thank you all for coming. It's been brought to my attention that many of you are looking to leave Homestead and forge your own path somewhere else. I'm here to ask you all to reconsider.
And why should we?
Please, just listen. Some of you have probably heard rumors about a group on Swan Island. Well, those rumors are very true. The 3 Crowns are worse than what we've heard about. If you choose to leave, look, I know things haven't been easy over the past few months, but we have made progress. And I know that if we can come together like we used to be, then we can do much more. I know that your faith in me and the council might be shaken. But if you'd give us the chance, I know we could...
Give us more empty promises.
Warner's right. We're suffocating here.
And let's not forget how many people we've lost since you've been in charge. How many more people?
I think we've heard just about enough, Warner. Have you all forgotten that Cohen is one of the reasons we're all still alive? That he was one of the people who gave us sanctuary in the first place? Where would any of us be if not for him? We at least owe him an opportunity to say his piece.
Thank you, Alan. Look, I know the past few months have been rough, and I know that I'm mostly to blame for it all. My senior year of high school, my team was set to go all the way to state championship. We were on fire that year. No one could stop us, or so we thought. There was one team we had to face to lock up our spot at state, and that was Sandy. When we hit the field that night, we thought we had it locked up. There was no way this podunk little squad was getting through us. But in the end, they beat us. They beat us hard. Now, for a lot of years, I told people that we lost because there was a spy feeding our plays to the other team. It was just easier to blame our failure on someone else, but the truth was, we were overconfident. And when one thing failed, we started to make more mistakes until we lost everything. And that's what's happening right now. We've had to endure some really big changes over the last 6 months, and none of it's been easy. I have been second-guessing myself, and I've made some truly horrendous calls. And worst of all, we've lost people because of my mistakes. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry for all of it. But my father used to tell me that a real man owns up to his failings and learns from them. So this is me, manning up. Now, I can't promise that things will be perfect, but I can promise all of you that things will be better. We are stronger together, and I forgot that. But this is the turning point. This is the moment for all of us to take the ball and get the big win together, like it should have always been.
What a beautiful speech. Seriously, but it changes nothing. The fact remains that since Cohen has been in charge, we've suffered. But I'm not going to try and persuade you one way or the other. You've all seen with your own eyes how things have been. So you just need to ask yourself whether or not you feel safe. Tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., I'm going to be down on the loading docks. Anyone here who thinks they'd be better off in a new home where their opinion matters to how things are done is free to join me. And I'd suggest you spend the rest of your night thinking it over.
Well, I guess that's that.
Dude, you spoke from the heart, man. Nothing more you can do.
I don't know. Maybe if I just listened to you guys sooner.
Hindsight and all that? At least you gave him something to think about.
Wheeler's right. That was really well spoken. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. But I'm not sure if it made much difference. Should you even be up?
I couldn't stay in the infirmary all alone, and I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Well, now you have, so Let's get you...
Matt, I'm fine. I promise.
You know I don't believe that, right?
Yeah, but I also know that you're going to be here for me when I need you. And that you're always looking out for me, because that's what guys do for their girls.
So I'm told. Besides, the way it's looking, it could be just us puttering around this place soon.
Nah, you'll have Abby and me around to pester you.
Well, not everyone's going to follow him. We'll just have more room to spread out.
Ooh, maybe we could build tennis courts. Or croquet course field? What do you play croquet on?
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks.
We're family. And family sticks together.
But, hon, sometimes Mommy and Daddy move into separate houses.
Ooh, does that mean 2 Christmases?
I love you, buddy.
Homestead, Episode 10, The Divide. Written, directed, and produced by James Robinson. Story by James Robinson, Travis Box, and Danny Hedham. Music by Me. Starring Travis Box as Cohen, Summer Shore as Kate, Rebecca Gurney as Jamie, Chris Williams as Warner, Danny Hedham as Wheeler, Samantha Stark as Nicole, CJ Sumner as Casey, Justin Mansfield as Alan. Homestead is a Not Another Podcast production.